Good evening, folks. Good evening. I got a show tonight that we're going to discuss, and I'm going to show you guys some things, and especially I need the brokers to pay attention. A lot of you've probably already heard about this story, and actually some more details had actually come out earlier today. Another YouTuber kind of covered this. He tries to stay neutral usually, and you know me, I like to dig, so I get really into it. But this right here, this story, this should have never have happened. 100% never should have happened in trucking. This deals with the big trucks. It was a flatbed. This needs to stop. This 100% needs to stop. There's no excuse for the death that was caused because of this accident right here. So we're going to go over this. I'm going to try to make it as smooth as possible. Like I said, save the questions for the end. And just so you guys know, there's usually like a 20-second delay. So you put your question in. I see it, but it takes a minute on the video end. But we're going to cover this clown, this piece of garbage right here, and the company that he worked for, because there's more. Okay? So let's get into it. California trucking company tied to fatal Highway 285 semi-crash has history of violations. No doubt. It's so bad, we're going to cover it. This is the guy charged with vehicular homicide, assault, reckless driving, driving without a commercial driver's license. The guy had no CDL. They also said axle brakes were way below the minimum requirements. This is the garbage that's going on the roads in this country. And brokers, you need to shut down these guys right here. Any carriers are doing this and putting these types of drivers in trucks, immediately put them out on Front Street, let everybody know, and stop it. I'm going to read you the article real quick. It's short. 9 News Investigates has learned the trucking company involved in Tuesday's fatal crash on Highway 285 has a history of violations over the past 2 years that raises questions about its safety and driver competence. Tuesday evening, investigators arrested semi-driver Ignacio Cruz Mendoza, 47, on suspicion of vehicular homicide, vehicular assault, reckless driving, and not having a commercial driver's license. Cruz Mendoza's semi went off the edge of the highway 285 just south of Conifer on Tuesday. This was last week, causing a load of heavy poles to crash onto the pickup truck of a 64-year-old Scott Miller of Bailey, killing him. Another driver was seriously hurt. The guy was hauling steel pipes and steel beams. 5 vehicles, in addition to the semi, were damaged in the crash. Cruz Mendoza was working for Monique Trucking, a company based in Indio, California. 9 News Investigates found Monique Trucking has 5 violations on its record over the past 2 years. They actually have way more. According to a review of Department of Transportation records, one of the violations includes insufficient tie-downs in August 2023. In October and November of 2022, drivers were found to be missing proper operator's license. They did not even write this article properly, and I'm going to show you why this trucking company, the owner, should go to jail as well as this driver. 9 News Investigates spoke to the owner of Monique Trucking over the phone. He acknowledged the crash and claimed his driver's license, but didn't have it on him. When asked about Miller's death, owner Manrique Agramon didn't have much to say. Well, what can I say? Agramon said to 9 News Investigates in Spanish. Poor thing, he died. That's what this garbage trucking company owner had to say. Poor thing, he died. A 64-year-old man that lived his life and dies because of this clown and his driver. There's no reason this guy should have died. This is a garbage person. Look how he responds. Poor thing, he died. No problem. We're going to make him famous because you know me. I make sure the keywords, the tags, everything, they're all in the video. It's going to live in infamy. Let's get into the authority. DOT number 3888730, MC 1429012. Legal name, Manrique Agramon. Doing business as Monique Trucking. 82510 Requa Avenue, apartment 4. I'm going to show you what kind of apartment it is running semi-trucks in California. Showing 2 power units, 2 drivers. The last MCS 150 was shown in 2022. So, the authority was granted in August 26 of 2022. The authority is not even 2 years old. It has currently a pending insurance cancellation. It also showed that the policy it has supposedly was going to cancel anyways in July. So I don't know if this is due to the accident, but they do have a bad history. Here's the history. Going back to 2022, replace, these you read up from the bottom. Replace, canceled, replace, canceled, canceled, replace, canceled, replace, canceled, replace, canceled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The top 6 coming down from the top are the same policy that they have right now. So basically, this policy in the 2 years, not even 2 years, look at it. Replace, canceled, replace, canceled, replace, canceled. Everyone wonders why I always read these and show these. It's to show what type of people are operating these companies. Okay? Let's move along. Here's the corporation. It was started 2 years ago, August of 2022. Manrique Agramon. Everything matched. This is the guy, 100% that owns this company. I went, searched his name. There was 2 YouTube channels. It's amazing how all of a sudden it says the page isn't available. Sorry about that. Try searching for something else. So he's probably trying to run and hide now. He's going to go into his little corner. But this person, I'm telling you, this owner, he needs to go to jail, because when I get done showing you what else is here, he knew about this driver. It's their MO. So I got this here. I found 2 other emails. If you guys want to send your love to this guy, here's the emails. Okay? They're right there. You can pause it, stop it, whatever, copy it down. There's a phone number there. Okay. So, most recent inspections and Manrique Agramon. So you see back to 2022, 2 violations, 1 violation, 10 violations, 2 violations. I believe it showed 2 trucks, 2 drivers. There's actually been showing 3 trucks with 3 VINs underneath that policy. And I know in Expedite, usually everyone wants 2013 or newer. These trucks are showing 2012 and 2008. I highly doubt these are probably even the right trucks, if even that truck in that accident was even on the insurance, because I've heard those stories too before. Here you go, folks. This is the address for this trucking company. What do you think? What do you think about this place? It's running semi-trucks. Running semi-trucks out of this. Here's the back end. I think there's even a BMW, I think it's a BMW SUV in the back. This is the garbage. Let's get a little closer. So it's the spot on the far left. The thing don't even have any clear windows. It looks like it has overspray on the windows from 1970. I don't know what kind of shack or criminal organization is running out of this right here, but the feds, Secret Service, whoever, they need to go over there. They need to go over there and see what's going on. Here's a picture of the accident. This is the truck with the carnage that it caused. And like I said, not just the driver. The owner of this trucking company is blamed just as much as this driver. Here's the truck. This is what happens when an 80,000-pound truck with steel gets into this carnage on the highway. It kills people. This is why in this industry, you need true truck drivers that have the damn CDL in the right way, okay? Another picture of the truck, twisted, mangled piece of garbage now. Because of why? Because of why? Should have never have happened. So, a couple of clips from the SMS inside the Safer profile. I'm just going to read them to you real quick. You guys want to run the VIN numbers and stuff like that, check any other future stuff, go right ahead. Operating in violation of FMCSA operational out of service. order for failure to permit a safety audit. Operating in violation of FMCSA operational officers, order for failure to permit a safety audit. Right there, 2 of them. Insufficient tie downs to prevent forward movement for load, not blocked by header board, bulkhead, or other cargo. No record of duty status when one is required. ELD not required. Here's a juicy one. Failing to use seatbelt while operating a commercial motor vehicle. Failing to inspect/use emergency equipment. What's it say? Retroreflective material not affixed is required for trailers. Retroreflective material not affixed again for trailers. Truck, tractor, lower rear mud flaps, retroreflective sheeting. Inoperative, defective hazard warning lamp. Inoperable required lamp, 1, 2, 3 times. Emergency equipment, stopped vehicle warning devices, missing or improper. Inoperable headlamps, inoperable turn signal. ELD, no record of duty status. ELD required. And then you have this, October 27th of 2022, okay? So this driver that caused this accident, he had no CDL. Now this is back in October. I don't know if it's the same driver or another driver, but look what it says in the bottom. Operating a commercial vehicle without a CDL. ELD, no record of duty status, ELD required. So in 2022, they were doing the same thing, running semi-trucks on our roads with no CDL. This is a reason why this owner needs to go to jail also, because he knew what he was doing. Next month, November of 25th, 2022, what does it say? Driver does not have a valid operator's license for the commercial motor vehicle being operated. You tell me, thumbs up or thumbs down, am I right or wrong? This owner of this trucking company needs to be punished. He needs at least 10 years in the slammer because this has happened. He allows it to happen. He puts people in these trucks for it to happen. Right here. ELD, no record of duty status. This is underneath the hours of service compliance. Shows the trucks, the plates. You'll see same thing, no record of duty status, ELD. No record of duty status when one is required. No record of duty status, ELD required. Okay, next one. This one's under vehicle maintenance. I believe it's the same stuff I read to you guys before. I'm just including the shots. So that way, if any investigators or the family of this victim, if they want to use this video, you have my permission to take this video to use it for your case if you need. Punish these people and put them in jail. Right here. This is another one. On top there, operating a commercial vehicle without a CDL. Then it says, pay attention. Driver cannot read or speak the English language sufficiently to respond to official inquiries. Driver does not have a valid operator's license for the commercial vehicle being operated. This is what's going on in the trucking industry because it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It doesn't take a genius to figure out if you put someone behind the wheel with no CDL, and then whether this is the same guy or a different guy, and they don't even speak English, what the hell do you think is going to happen? Now, we're at the end here. Earlier today, Mother Trucker is the one that covered this the other day. This is where I found out about the story, and then I went and did my digging. He put out another one today, and this takes the cake. Records show that illegal truck driver had been deported 16 times prior to the deadly crash. This guy who got in the accident with the truck and killed this 64-year-old was deported 16 times. There was even a memo, someone had wrote to ICE or something, that 2 weeks before this accident happened, I think he was supposed to be deported again. It should have never have happened. 100% this accident and that death should never have happened. Deported 16 times. You guys wonder why that border down south needs to be shut permanently. Shut. Because this crap, this is what's happening. You're allowing a funnel for these crooked carriers to put these guys in trucks. And they don't just put them in trucks. They're putting them in cargo vans also. Because I've heard the stories. It was one of the Russian or Ukrainian guys, supposedly. The van is getting pulled over. They call their owner, and he tells the driver, run. And the Texas police catch him and say, what are you running for? Oh, I don't have a license. Owner told me to run. Really? So, not just the drivers need to go to jail for their bullshit. The guys that are using these authorities, these federally supposed regulated authorities, MC and DOT numbers, they need to go to jail as well. That's how you fix it. Start putting them all in jail. They can get their bologna sandwiches. They can sleep with all their neighbors from every other country next to them in the bunk beds or wherever. That's what they need. There needs to be zero favoritism or any way letting these guys out of anything. There needs to be strict, harsh penalties and punishment. The death shouldn't have happened. 100% shouldn't have happened. The guy is deported 16 times. 16. And this crooked carrier still puts him in a semi-truck and has a history of drivers not having CDL. Operating out of that shack in California. I'm hot. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Because stuff like this is not supposed to happen. It's not supposed to happen. There's no excuse for it. There's no excuse. And all I can say is, brokers, the border's wide open. It's up to you. Screw that clown house operation that's running in the White House. But for trucking, you guys are the ones that give the loads. So go in your little TIA meetings and all your group meetings and say, no more, no more. Shut all these clowns down. Anyone that looks or does any stuff like this, put them permanently out of business. Have no shame in your game. You don't have no damn CDL, and this stuff is going on, deported 16 times. The carrier mark was called Monique Trucking out of California. I showed it in the beginning. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. And then the guy puts that comment, poor thing. Poor thing. It's a piece of garbage. That guy running that truck company is a piece of garbage. You're going to say poor thing, but you're the one that helped cause the death. You're the one who put a no CDL person that was deported 16 times from this country in the goddamn truck. It's some straight up bullshit. Anyways, shout out to airfreight.com. Hell of guys in the expedited industry. They do a hell of a job. I like them. I made a nice little ad for them at the end. You know, I'm going to give the shout outs to the good guys. I never had a problem with airfreight.com. They're always fair for the prices with me. I did quite a few TSA loads, if I remember right, back in the day. And they actually shocked me. They sponsored me, and they didn't even shoot me an email. They just said, bam, we're on Axel's team. I like it. You brokers, you want to sponsor the guy who speaks up and says something and hunts these dogs down? I'll hunt them down, because that's what they need. They need to be hunted down. We don't need all this other baloney like Freight Waves and Truck Stop and Selectus and Full Circle with their nonsense. They're the ones that help enable this crap because they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. They care about what dollar they put in their pocket. They don't care what truckers die or what citizens die. They don't give a damn. All they care about is that dollar, okay? But it's up to the carriers, the drivers, and the brokers to say, and I know not all, because bunch of you are crooks too on both sides. But the good guys give the bad guys hell. That's what you do. So that's its story. I'm pissed. I don't think the guy lives 64 years of his life and gets killed by a flatbed carrying steel of a guy who shouldn't have been on the road, let alone in the country. There's no excuse. Yes, if they sponsor this criminal, they should be held accountable. That's what I'm saying. That It shows right on their safety record that they had drivers with no CDL. Driver doesn't even speak English. They couldn't even talk to the driver. So I don't know if it was the same driver and he got busted before. I'm sure that'll all come out in court because it'll really be bad then. If it was the same guy that these safety reports were on and they were still putting the guy in the truck, 100%. Either way, that carrier, he needs to go eat his Mexican beans in jail. They make beans and rice in jail for him, and they should put him in the same cell with this trucker. That's what they should do. They can both drop the soap together. That's what they deserve. What other comments? You know, guys, don't forget, I see 11 of you are watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Mark, thank you. I appreciate it. You know, Mark, I need you to get a little bit more aggressive too because you're on that box truck side. Screw all these clowns. Screw all of them. All these crooks, they're the ones who cause all the problems. When the drivers and the carriers and the brokers are complaining about the shipments getting stolen and hostage taking and the rates low, it's because nobody sticks up. You can fix it. You can fix it. Get rid of the garbage. It's as simple as when it's garbage day at your house. You walk outside, you grab your trash can and you roll it to the curb. Roll all these guys to the curb. That's what they need. And that's it. I've never seen so much garbage in one industry before. It's like nobody gives a damn. They just, hell. And this is what happens. This is what happens. Imagine if it's your family or someone on that highway and this guy does this. Then you want to do something. Then you brokers are upset. They wipe out your whole family. Then you're upset, huh? I'm telling you, you guys, the wall is down over there on the border. There's a wall in trucking. It's the brokers. It's the brokers. You guys do what you're supposed to do. Start fronting these guys out. If you guys are scared to come public, you see this nonsense, very simple. Send it over to Axel. You know me, I put him on Front Street. And a little quick update for you too. Today a broker tells me he's in a meeting. And the meeting they're discussing one of our favorite characters that we usually have on the show, Hippix, just got blocked from another broker. I let another broker know, and he says, oh yeah, you know what? Friday I heard another broker blocked him. But the first one told me is because they caught him double brokering to new carriers with 6 months or newer authority. I've been telling everybody the guy is a piece of trash. He's a piece of trash. Oh man, you guys got my blood pressure up. Any other question? Mark, you know, I got fired up if you're still watching. I couldn't handle it, man. I couldn't handle it. When I saw this article, and then today when Mother Trucker put that clip up that this guy had been deported 16 times. I mean, this is like not once, not twice, not 3. How 16 times do you get deported and get back over here and get put in an 80,000-pound truck to haul steel? This is a joke. This is a joke. Axel, we need you on I-5 in Cali. All the Russia are their vans and 16-foot. Hey, Andrew, get pictures, bro. Pictures, video. The best thing we can do is show the brokers what's going on. Because trust me, any brokers or dirty brokers that are putting loads in these vehicles and allowing crazy stuff to happen. I've been myself in the truck stop where I'll see a 26-footer pull in or a 16-foot and 2-3 vans will pull in right in front of me. Like they don't give a damn. And then they're divvying out the pallets. We know about all this stuff going on. But the only way is when we catch them. You get them with their plates, their vans, their pictures, their MC numbers, their DOT numbers, and we put them on full blast. This is the public platform. I put them all on blast. Every single last one of these dogs. I don't care if you're American, Chinese, Russian, German, Bosnian, whatever. If you're doing this garbage in the trucking or expedited industry, Axel, he's asking for all the info. I put all you guys and make you all famous. You'll permanently live on YouTube and Google with the proper keywords, the proper tags, and the videos. They'll be there permanently. And for everybody to see, from the FMCSA to the FBI to the Secret Service to the IRS to everybody. That way, when you guys cause these accidents or get caught up in these criminal operations you're running, they're going to be able to use this stuff. They're going to be able to use it. It's going to show a history and it's going to show a record. So, What do you think? I'm telling you, I'm not messing around. I'm not messing around. You guys created a monster messing with me. You created a monster. You know, I didn't spend my whole life sitting around smoking doobies and crack, okay, and drinking at the corner store. Trust me on that one. I'm well-rounded. I'm well-gifted, and I got skills, baby. It don't take me long to figure out stuff. So, you want to tango with Axel and do all these criminal operations and all this goofy stuff? No problem. I got a list. I know a bunch of you guys are watching. Believe me, you're probably on the list. You're probably on the list. Yeah. So, well. Oh, there's Jism. Jism, don't start, Jism. I'm not in the mood tonight, man. I'm not in the mood. I just showed this story of this truck driver with no CDL, okay, deported 16 times from this country, and the carrier put him in the truck when they have a history of drivers not speaking English and no CDL. They don't have MC and DOT on the vans. Pilot, exit 176 on I-5. Yeah, I know a lot of the vans, they don't. We're trying to push for that, to be honest with you. I believe all the vans should have an MC and DOT number on them. All of them. All of them. Because if something goes wrong, it needs to show, right? All right, folks. Any more questions? You got a little bit of delay, 20-second delay. I hope you enjoyed the show. Put these comments up there just so you guys can be in the show. We always like to put the subscribers and the sponsors in the show. Got to get Mark up there too. So we got Rob there. Let's get Mark up there. Mark, thanks again for the super chat. That's definitely that's a bag of coffee, you know. We cut the Starbucks out. You get bags of coffee now. Let's see right there. All right, any more questions, guys? See 11 of you watching. 11 of you watching. Okay, well, did you see Tony have a free class tomorrow? Yeah, I see that guy. Like I said, Jism, he's on my list, you know. I got so many guys on my list, but I can't get to them all right away, you know. Like this story popped up. I have to cover this story when it's fresh. Okay? This is a very important story here. We're going to get to all the other guys, but we're going to get to all of them. Trust me. I repeated myself many a times. I got an endless supply of content. An endless supply. It's unbelievable. I'm telling you, you could probably make 10 more of me, and it's still the content wouldn't end. That's how much content there is in trucking. The problem with the trucking content, the advertising dollars aren't that great. I'm just being honest with you. It ain't like we're Mr. Beast. It ain't like we're doing DIY stuff, but trust me, not everybody gives a damn about trucking stuff. But we'll get to them. Axel's on it. You know, I got my rhythm now to make my shows. I got all my stuff, so it ain't no big deal. Anything else? Let me see. Yeah, I know about that too, Jism. His new gig. I still got another story I can do on him too. It's in the folder, trust me. That kid, he's not even a kid. He's like 38 or 39, but yeah, he just raked everybody. Andrew, he's talking about Stick With Us delivery, that Tony guy. I call him Teeth. He's got those big teeth, and the guy never shaves, but he makes all this money. He can't even shave. How are you going to be in the logistics industry and you can't even line up your beard or your goatee? Like, come on. You got crap just growing all over, looking like wild, man. But you want to be a professional. You want to call yourself a logistics professional or a professional trucker or whatever. But you look like you just rolled out from the sewer. Damn, it's hot over here in Cleveland. It's supposed to get really hot Wednesday and Thursday. Like, I'm going to be able to cook some eggs and bacon outside. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. You know me, I'm going to work on another show. I'm going to try to get you guys another one tomorrow. We got to knock them out. I had that short one earlier about freight waves, you know, with their expensive classes and stuff. And any brokers or logistics professionals that go to those shows, like I said, if you go to that video and put in the comments, you know, explain to us if you've been to that show, if you've spent that 12, 14, 1,500, 5,000 to go to their shows, let us know. Like, are you guys eating like caviar and stuff over there for that price? Because I don't know. That was a short little video I put out. And like I said, thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. If you didn't catch the whole thing, check it out. And again, shout out to airfreight.com. If you're a legitimate expedite carrier, these guys, and trust me, I don't vouch for too many guys, and I'm not saying either because they're sponsored. They didn't pay me for this sponsorship either in the commercial I'm gonna put at the end. But were always fair. They were always good guys to me. So I got no problem with that, you know. And there'll be a couple more. I'll be eventually putting them up too. But that's it. Axel's out. And like I said, brokers, you are part of the border. No CDLs. Deported 16 times. The carrier was doing this shit before. Out of that shack that's running semi-trucks out of that shack. Root these guys out. Root these guys out and put them out. I did hear earlier some guys were saying they noticed like you brokers are getting a little tougher. Good. I like it. Get tough. But listen, don't be tough against these single owner operators that are trying to do the right thing. You know, everybody has to start from somewhere. As long as they're doing the right thing, then work with them. Work with them. Not everybody's going to have 5, 10, 15 vehicles or 20 trucks, especially at this time. Good luck trying to do that. But the crooks, kick them out. Kick them out. Kick those hippies and all those other losers out because they're the ones who caused all this damage. And it's like weeds. You know when you get a weed in the backyard? If you don't get that weed out, it makes more weeds. So kick out the weeds. Let's improve the lawn again. I'm Axel. Catch you guys maybe tomorrow. Enjoy your night. And like I said, get rid of these dogs.